morning everybody, and welcome to breezy Droylsden. Welcome to episode 6 of This Is Smedders. Hope you enjoyed episode 5 back in Greece. It was a bit nicer and warmer there. Dead windy today here. As you can tell, I look like Freddie Boswell out of Red. Do you remember him? Back in the 80s. But anyway, yeah, welcome to episode 6 of This Is Smedders. I am just about to get on the tram into town because there's Edge Lane tram stop. Yeah, episode 6 is largely going to be about the sights and sounds of Manchester City Centre, our fantastic Manchester City Centre. Loads of good memories coming up over the next 15 or 20 minutes. Hope you enjoy them. I'm going to get the tram in a minute, as I say, into town. But firstly, I'm going to do a bit of a rip-off, actually. There's a great guy called Danny from up in Barnsley. Right Barnsley lad he is, eh? Right nice lad. And he does a YouTube channel. It's called Rate My Takeaway, and he goes outside sort of takeaways in sort of Lancashire and Yorkshire, rating all the the stuff what's on offer, curries and pizzas and burgers and all that, just basic stuff. But he gets thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube, and it's dead popular just because of the way he is. Really, he's a really cracking lad. So I'm going to do a bit of a rip off of that because I came across a fantastic new culinary experience recently. It's a twist on something that I've enjoyed for years, even going back to the bloody school days. So This Is Smedders' Rate My Takeaway rip-off here. Okay everybody, welcome to my gaff in Droylsden. I'm doing a bit of tipping my hat, shall we say. Very apt, don't you agree? I'm just tipping my hat, paying a little bit of homage to a guy that I've seen from Barnsley. He's called Danny, and he does this YouTube channel called Rate My Takeaway. And what he does is he just pictures his little bench up and his chair. Hang on, there we go. Oh, still got some sanding from the holidays. Yeah, he pitches up his chair. He gets his takeaway from wherever. He does all over Yorkshire and Lancashire. He's a Barnsley lad, as I say. He sounds a cracking guy. I'd love to meet him. Maybe he'll clock onto this, and he might hate me for it, but he might get a chance to chat to him one day. And he does. He rates the takeaways for all over chippies, pizza places, burger places, and all that. So I thought I'd do pay homage to him and do my own. Now this is a cracking delicacy I discovered a couple of weeks ago actually. But it is a throwback to the old days. Who remembers pot noodles? I remember having pot noodles first. I think they must have come out in the 70s when I was at school, because I used to have them for my lunch when I was at secondary school. That's Radcliffe in Chadder. So I'm going to do my takeaway on this absolute beauty. Pot noodle curry bad boy. How about that? So I've done all the, put the boiling water in and let it settle and all that. So let's have a see. Now then, I better put a little bib on, or else, because I don't know, you'll know how messy these pot noodles get. So I've got my little bib on, and here we go. So then, I know you always get a packet of summer, and it's in these pot noodles, as you probably know, and add some hot sauce. Unleash what's inside, it says. So it looks nice and thick, that it's not too watery. So I'm going to put some of this in and crack on. I've got my bib on. Yeah. In fact, it looks like tomato ketchup, but don't know what it is. But it smells strong anyway. So yeah, so I thought I'd do a little review of these bad boys, because they're absolutely amazing. But I tell you what, they didn't half bloody blow my socks off, that one I had the other week. Let's get comfy. There we go. Hiya. Let's have a try of this now, see how piping hot they are. Oh, hell, Jesus, the taste, feel it back in my throat already. Jesus. For anybody that likes a bit something spicy, something with a bit of kick, and a pot noodle Bombay bad boy is definitely for you. Lovely. Right, okay. Yeah, very spicy, not too watery. Whoops, nearly lost my bib there. Not too watery. And I think these, you can get them in the bigger sizes. Jesus. You can get them in the bigger sizes, of course, but I think this was only about 80p. Tracy got it from Tesco the other day. There's loads of them in there. So, yeah, give it a try, everybody. Now then, hope you enjoyed that little bit, and I hope if Danny from Rate My Takeaway does get to see it, I hope you enjoyed it, pal. Not doing anything, don't want to rip you off too much, but it was just a little idea, paying homage to you. Right, okay then, let's crack on with This Is Smedder's episode 6, and we're going to have a walk round town and recall a few happy memories from days gone by. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little section. It really, I really enjoyed them bad boy pot noodles. They're cracking them. I think it took my mouth about 2 or 3 hours to get over that. But yeah, very nice, very nice. Right, okay then. So, welcome to Manchester City Centre. It's still a bit windy down here. I've only just got here. Look at my hair. It's even more. I'm even more like bloody Freddie Boswell now. But anyway, yeah, going back to my first experiences of City Centre Manchester. I'd probably be about, I grew up in Chadderton with my man, and I probably first started coming down to town to go and watch my beloved Manchester City down at Main Road, be about 10, 11, 12, and this is where it all started here, this very bus stop in Stevenson Square. Used to get the 24 bus, the 181 or the 182 from the Sportsman in Chadderton, come down to town, and it used to come round this corner here, and it used to park here. And this is my first happy days. I mean, it was a lot different then. I mean, it's quiet now, to be fair, because it's a Friday morning. But yeah, we used to get off the bus there. All the City fans, me, Pete Statham, and one or two others, Rilch, and loads of different people. We used to get off the bus here and then just walk down there to 8 Town Street to get the City specials down to Main Road. Happy days. So yeah, what's next? We'll have a walk up Stevenson Square. The coffee pot used to be just over there. I think that's moved around the corner up near the comedy place at the top of Oldham Street now. But yeah, we'll move on to a cracking pub that I've been in many times. And again, one of the first pubs I ever went into all them years ago. So as you can see behind me, that's Stevenson Square behind me. So I've just left that there. And then just a bit further down, we come to the Millstone, and what a pub that is! What a pub that is! It's a really sort of famous old pub, but it's one that I used to go in about. I think I first went in here in about '83 because it used to be. A lot of people don't know this, but it used to be the home of the Twisted Wheel Soul Club, the very famous Twisted Wheel Club, which is still going today every other Sunday. But yeah, we used to go in there, and all the scooters used to come down. It was like a meeting place for the scooters as well, and all the scooters would be parked all down the path there. There'd be hundreds and hundreds of them. Like I say, this would be about 83, 84, something like that. But yeah, the Millstone, it's still dead popular today, especially for people of a certain age, shall we say. Cracking karaoke, some absolutely amazing characters. Had some fucking laughs in the Millstone, and still do, especially now it's getting going again. So yeah, happy memories of the Twisted Wheel at the Millstone, yeah, and all the beautiful scooters and all the mods meeting up. It was yeah, more happy days in the centre of Manchester. Now then, what we'll do is we'll move on a bit further down towards Piccadilly, but first this. Now then, I've been quite busy just recently doing different stuff, extra work and a lot of my football, and that's all been really busy. So I thought I'd treat myself this week to a new motor, and I bought this van. It's only a bit of a run around, just for knocking about in for me and Tracy and that. And I saw it online the other night. Some bloke was advertising it. He's just got out of jail and he needed a bit of extra cash for bits and pieces, and he wants £6 grand for it. So I went down to Cheetham Hill last night and gave him £1 grand in cash for a deposit, and it looks like a nice little run around. So I don't know what you think. So yeah, I'm just going to go inside and have a look and take it for a bit of a spin. hell! Jesus Christ! You didn't tell me that. I want £6 for this. Spedders has been done, do you? There's never a dull moment on This Is Spedders. Hope you enjoyed that little bit. Right then, now we've moved on to the corner of Church Street and Tibbs Street. Now, there's our Flex Palace in the background there. Always had to spend many happy hours shopping in there in the past. But again, going back to school days, and I don't know whether you remember, this is where the Barrow Boys used to be. They used to park up here. They used to be. You can still see the numbers on the walls where each pitch was, and they were sort of market stall holders selling like fruit and veg and different stuff, bits of clothes and that. And what we used to do when we were kids, there'd be a gang of us. There'd be me, Pete Statham again, Rob Walker, the late Mark Howe, rest in peace Mark, and one or two others, Steve and Bob and what have you. And we used to stand on this corner here. We used to stand on this corner and we used to like nick an apple or something or an orange from the end Barrow Boy. Absolutely fucking sprint it down there, down past and towards Piccadilly. And we used to think we were dead daring. They'd shout, "Wait, wait!" Well, you know, there were no chance. I mean, we were only sort of teenagers, so we were down there like shit off the shovel. They would never have caught us. So yeah, more happy memories of the Barrow Boys. So yeah, let's move back down towards Piccadilly. Well, I'm just passing through Piccadilly Gardens actually, and we're going to skip this because it's the Christmas markets have been set up today, and that's never really been my cup of tea. So let's move on. What a crap. Right, Manchester City Centre. From the sublime to the ridiculous. Look at this here. The Russell restaurant, obviously quite a posh place, and it's all got all fancy decoration outside. I don't know, can't think of a word for it actually. All fancy decoration, obviously some kind of a do coming on, so that's weird. And then to the ridiculous, this again is something very random which you do get in town. Somebody's lost a shoe, so that obviously begs the question, where's the other one? And where's the owner of that shoe? You get all sorts in town. Now then, this is something that was never a thing back in the day. Certainly when I first started coming down to town. The gay village in town, I'm on Canal Street. Obviously it's quiet, as I say, because it's morning time. I mean, it's absolutely rammed it down here at weekends. Absolutely packed with bars and nightlife and stuff. But it was never like this. When I first used to come into town, there was Thompson's Arms up at the top, which is up near 8 Town Street bus station, and that was the only pub that was catered for gay people really. And I've nothing against gays at all, because I've got loads of friends that are gay. I've even got former family members that are gay, and lovely people. But yeah, there was just the Thompson's Arms. I remember going in there, it would be about 18 the first time I went in the Thompson's Arms. Like I say, it's just near 8 Town Street bus station. Going in and seeing two girls holding hands, and me and a couple of lads saying, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on there?" Because it just wasn't the sort of done thing really back in them days. I'm talking sort of mid 80s, maybe even early 80s. But now, all of Canal Street now, all up here, it's absolutely full of bars and nightclubs. It's absolutely buzzing, and good luck to them all. So. Yeah, this is another part of town that's massively changed since I first started coming down here. Now then, look at this. I told you that I do extra work for different agencies for TV and film. And look, you'll never guess where I'm filming today. It's a film for, all I can say is I have to be a bit quiet, so I can't say too much about it, but it's for Disney Plus. And guess where I am? Come on, look at this. Look at that! Wow, look at that! Our beautiful city of Manchester. Look at that, you can see all of it. Right on. There's the hills over there, and there's the Holy Grail City's ground there. I can almost see our house. Yeah, so I'm on in the Sky Bar at the Hilton Hotel. I think probably quite a few of you that are watching might have already been here, but it's dead plush, it's lovely. Not that expensive though, I'll give them that. So anyway, I better crack on. because we'll be on set in a bit. But I just thought you'd like to see this little bit. Okay, we're just walking past Chinatown. There you go. But again, never been a fan of Chinese food. I went to China for a fortnight in 2004. I didn't eat anything for a fortnight when I was there in 2004. So again, we'll move on. And another bit of total randomness, I've just walked past former Arsenal, Everton and England striker Kevin Campbell. Just let on. Right, okay then, so after my first sort of mod revival, if you like, waned a little bit, we're talking mid-80s now, 85, 86, 87. And this here was the place, one of the major places to go. Now it's called Annie's, I think now, as you can see, and it was the conservatory. I don't know if anybody remembers the conservatory back in the sort of mid to late 80s. And what it was back in the days where you couldn't have got in here without shirt and pants on and probably a tie. So decent shoes, pair of pants, shirt and tie, and you could get in. And it was a really good atmosphere inside. Loads of posers in there, but that was just kind of the way it was back in them days. But yeah, that was one of the main places. And then we'll have a walk down to is that St Anne's Square, St Peter's Square? I can never remember. To another old haunt that holds happy memories, as I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, I've just checked and we're definitely in St Anne's Square. I've just had a look on the street sign. Now then, we had just back there we had Horts and Ronnie's. I don't know if anybody remembers Horts and Ronnie's. Next door to one, well, one was upstairs and one was downstairs. Again, it was back in the day where you had to wear shirt, pants and a tie, or else the bouncers would tell you to sling your hook. But yeah, we're just going round the back here because there was a cracking place round here. Again, I don't know whether anybody will remember it, and I think it might have been, yeah, we're in Barton Square now. That's Barton Arcade. A couple of nice shops in there actually, and a lovely cafe that way the other week. But yeah, Barton Square. And this was, I think it was here, or it might have been next door, was a place called Ganders Go South. Does anybody remember Ganders Go South? And yeah, you used to go downstairs, and what it was we used to work in the Arndale Centre back in the mid to late 80s at a place called Gardner Merchant. There were loads of people there, great big office, about 50 odd people in it, and we used to go out for a drink in town after. And this was one of the places, because what they did, they had a wheel between 5 and 7 of a night, midweek nights, Monday to Thursday. As I say, between 5 and 7. They had a wheel, and they used to spin it every quarter of an hour between 5 and 7. And whatever it landed on, that's how much the drinks were. Now, it was something like, it was obviously cheaper than normal price, maybe 20, 30p, 40p, 50p, but there was one notch on it that was free. And I remember once we were in there on a Thursday night, it was absolutely packed, as it always was back then. And at 6:45, the last spin of the wheel, it landed on free, didn't it? Well, Christ, you can imagine, it was like flipping bedlam. It was absolutely bonkers. Everybody was going mad. The bar staff couldn't cope like that. It was always a happy memory, that one, when it landed on free at 6:45 on a Thursday night. Yeah. So everybody, yeah, fill the boots as much as they can. I think the bar staff just couldn't cope with it. But yeah, it was funny that. I'll never forget that memory. But yeah. Again, happy days of back at St Anne's Square and all that. I think is it called the Vine down there? I'm not sure. And so there we are, folks. The weather's beaten us. You wouldn't be surprised, would you? It's raining in Manchester. So I'm just on Piccadilly approach here. Look, I didn't even notice they've got. You can't even drive down there now. Across the other side of Piccadilly. Just there near the big hotel. But anyway. That's it, yeah, I'm just walking up Piccadilly Station approach to get the tram back to Droylsden and get myself dried off a bit. So I hope you've enjoyed my memories of the city centre. There's loads and loads more I could have talked about and looked at and stuff and spoke to you about. And we'll come down again in the new year, do another episode in the new year, maybe looking at the music scene and some of the popular music venues that I've been to down in town over the years. And that'd be a good idea. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, episode 6. Thanks to Mike Craig for editing, giving me for the editing, Mike. Cheers for that, mate. Really appreciate your help. Hope you've enjoyed episode 6, as I say, but I'm not quite finished yet. We're gonna go up to Broady's Mod Do up in Royton at Shore 5. We'll go there now, and I'll tell you all about what's coming up in episode 7. Can you believe it? Episode 7. In fact, just a quick observation on the way down to the tram. I'm just walking through Piccadilly Station, and look at this. Look how busy it is. I think we can safely say that the pandemic, shall we say, is well and truly on its way to being over. Thank you, God, very much. Not a lot of masks about, as you can probably see behind me. But yeah, just look how busy it is here. Anyway, yeah, let's head up to Roy. And here we are, we're at Royton now, and we're at Broady's Mod Night at Shore 5, and that's it for episode 6. So I hope you enjoyed my trip round town and my memories in Manchester and all that about the Oxford, the old pubs. Now, who have you got on tonight, Brody, now?
I've got on Campbell.
Of course, the cameraman.
Currently got 12 faces on, we're going to do 2 sets.
Just have
Live now.
yeah. So we're going to go and see them in a minute now.
And we've got the imaging on. We're about to put the 80s signed by Hollywood. So they've got the back. And we've also got Ken, who's got the game.
Brilliant, fantastic. So a great night awaits. We're going to enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed episode 6. Episode 7, I haven't decided what's going to be on it yet, but there's loads of things going on, so don't worry. I'll see you in a fortnight. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And this is Spenders saying, ta-ra, we're going to have a good night.